Man, I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. So I just finished editing yesterday's video, and I started looking at some comments, and I must truly appreciate that. So thank you so much for all the nice, kind comments. It makes me feel really good. And also there is this one thing that you did that some people do that make me feel really good now. Now this might sound a little bit weird at first, but I'm gonna explain. So the first video that I made in English, I was really focused on being as good as possible at the language and speaking as clearly as possible. And I also expressed very clearly that it is a insecurity for me, right, to switch to English. It's not my first language, so it was a big insecurity for me to switch to English. And everybody in the comment section were like, "You're doing good, it's fine," like, and it made me feel really good. Now the funny part is that just like maybe a week later or 2 weeks later, I'm not sure how long it's been, like now people are dropping down comments on my language, you know, like, "Oh, you say however too much," and I always say "to be honest," and I have those things, you know, those words that I use too much, right? And I believe everybody has that to a certain extent. However, I may have it a little bit more than most people right now because, well, English is my second language and I'm dyslexic as well. Not to put a blame on anything, I mean, I can learn how to speak properly regardless, right? Even so, I'm trying to learn. Even so, it makes me feel real good that people are commenting and pointing out the fact that my English isn't too good yet, because I've been like really conscientious. I almost felt bad because people are telling me I should let people save face more, which I agree on. However, I cannot see when I did not do it correct. I cannot see if I made a fool out of anyone, you know, not on purpose. But when people in the comment section are pointing out like my flaws with my language, it actually makes me feel better, the fact that they don't let me save face, right? So it feels a lot better now that you're not letting me save face when I'm when I'm screwing up the language or not speaking as good as I probably should try to. I'm doing my best regarding the language, and today you made me start the day just great. Thank you. Yeah, just letting you guys know that my cooking skills aren't really improving. I burned the rice today again, as I was filming just a second ago. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Fuck. You know what? I think I'm gonna see if I can walk parallel to the main road today and see if I can just walk where it's less noisy towards the gym. Now yesterday when I got done editing everything, I edited a couple of reels and, you know, did some of the what I consider work, because, you know, recording content, it's the fun part. Editing it, it's not my favorite. I guess that's why I'm not as good at the editing as the recording, in my opinion. Now, people may think differently. However, when I got done, I went outside for a walk and I passed this place called Black Gym Center. So I went inside and the cute girl showed me around. It looked real nice, looked like a good gym. And after that, she offered me a free workout to try. So I'm gonna go there and try the new gym today, which I'm looking forward to. Looked like they got some pretty cool machines, like not new school and not old school, like somewhere in between, like hammer strength, kind of. I don't know, we'll see soon, I guess. But there is something else that I must admit. I've been cheating on my diet, and not just a little bit of cheating, I've been cheating on my diet, let's put it that way. Now, some people who has been watching every video I put out may know some pattern recognition and may know why I have been cheating and going for the munchies, right? And well, I guess there's an upside and a downside. The downside is pretty obvious, so we're gonna ignore that and let's focus on the upside. I found myself my new favorite candy. So I picked 3 different kinds at the store. The kinds that I think or thought looked best, and all of them are now my favorites. So I have 3 new favorites, and it's the 3 that I tried. So those are my new favorites. I'm gonna show you later because I'm actually gonna, like, the store is real close to the gym. So I will go and buy my favorite candies and I will have them ready post-workout so I can enjoy them at that time. Now I have a rule, like, it's not a strict rule, but it's like, here's the thing, when you are a bodybuilder, there are 2 main things regarding your diet, right, that really matters. One thing is the protein. You always need the amino acids available, right? So at no point in time you want your body to be without the amino acids. Why? Because building muscle takes a long time. So your body is constantly building muscle slowly all the time. If you don't have the amino acids for an hour, that hour is lost. You can't just magically grow muscle twice as fast the next hour. No, you missed an hour of gaining muscle. You missed an hour, right? So you can't just not eat half the day and then think your body's gonna catch up the other half. No, building muscle is a slow process and you need to be doing it all the time. Always need amino acids. The other part to the diet, it's the calories, right? It's the energy. Now, you want your body to be running on one energy source, or like one, what do you call it, one speed, one velocity. Like if you eat fast digesting things, let's say you eat sugar or white carbohydrate, right? It's gonna be going out in your body real fast, which means that you constantly need to eat and eat and eat and eat to keep that up, right? Now you don't wanna keep it up too high because you don't wanna be in a too high caloric surplus because you don't wanna get fat, right? But you still need the calories. Now, if you run on the slower digesting, like fats, or let's say oatmeal, which is a slower carbohydrate, in that case, you don't need to eat as often, but you still need to eat in order to keep that going, right? The trick is that you want to choose which speed you're going to consume your energy, right? So either you go with a faster, or you go with a slower, or you go somewhere in between, where people fuck up. And people are gonna hate me for saying this, but this is the truth. It's when they go with both the fast and the slow at the same time. So you do not want to eat sugar and fats with the same meal. And especially if the fats are like from butter and the carbohydrates are from sugar. So let's say some cake or bakery, that's what's gonna make you fat. Because your body is using the fast digesting carbohydrates it makes your body produce insulin and it stores the slower. So you need to choose which speed, but you need to choose one speed, right? So therefore, I'm always running on carbohydrates. Most bodybuilders are. And it's the faster, right? So for me, if I just stop eating rice, which is my main calorie source, right? And I just switch to sugar, if I keep on the same calorie amount per hour, I eat the same amount of calories per hour, and I just spread it out and I just switch to sugar, it's actually not gonna hurt my progress at all. It's gonna do the exact same thing. There's nothing wrong whatsoever. However, the moment I start sprinkling in some of that fat is gonna get stored, right? And I will gain weight in the not so pleasant way. I'm gonna get fat, right? Shit, okay, let's see this. Need to pass here. Now here, you kind of just walk and figure it out along the way. Today it seems like it was really easy for me. Sometimes, I will admit, I just stand and wait for a pretty long time, but today it was easy. Now it's really noisy here. I will continue the video soon. So the whole rant about the calories and all of that stuff, the one thing I actually wanted to get to, like, I got sidetracked, I will admit. The one thing I wanted to get to was that when I eat candy, I try to go with a low fat candy. So the best sorts or the best kinds of candy for a bodybuilder is like the ones that just contain sugar and no fat. So Haribo, like the gummy bears, those are like the classic, right? Every bodybuilder's favorite. Now, That is, having some of those gummy bears is not the same thing as having your Marabou chocolate cake, right? It's not the same thing at all, and that's the reason why we all love the Marabou chocolate cake so much more. Why? Because it spikes dopamine so much more and it makes us fat. Like the first time in history that humans have the problem of getting too fat. We used to die because we didn't have any food, right? So I guess the coding in our brains is the same as it has always been, and now we have the opposite problem. Take cover, the rain is coming. Take cover. Let's hurry up and get the umbrella. I actually brought the umbrella with me because, well, let's just say that there were a lot of things pointing towards the possibility of rain. Let's see if I can get this. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I'm filming everywhere. Yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Let's keep a smile on the face regardless. All right, so here it is. This is Black's Gym Fitness Center. So we're just gonna walk in after we get the candy. Let's get some sugar. All right, so I'm just gonna show you while we're at it. This is the chicken, right? The chicken price is 94,000 Vietnamese dong per kg. And that is just slightly above 30 crowns or $3 per kg. Amazing. Some finer pieces of meat as well. Those look great. And the salmon, of course, over there. All right, so here we have the ones that we get to choose from. And yesterday, I think I went with, no, not those. There we have them. These, the sour worms. They are delicious, love them. And then I also went with these, the jelly berries. Now I bet all of these are good. I bet all of them are real good. However, I'm gonna go with my new favorites. Now my favorite may change as soon as I get to taste some of the other kinds. However, I'm gonna go with these now because I absolutely loved them yesterday. But man, do they have a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna show you. Now, all of this looks really good, really tasty. Now, I will not have them because there's fat in them, and yeah, people think I'm ridiculous, but I'm doing it real. Now these, maybe I should get these. These are the ones I had yesterday, and they were super tasty. So I'm gonna go with them. So here we have the three kinds. Hello. Is it my turn? Yeah. I want these three.
Do you need a bag?
No, I don't need a bag. I got the gym bag.
Okay.
Thank you. I've been trying to figure out the cash. It's really difficult. How much?
81.
81.
Yes.
Here's 100.
Travel?
Huh?
For travel?
Yeah, I'll travel here. And I'm looking to stay actually. I like it here a lot. All right, let's go get them gains. Look at this. This seems to be like a Marvel, slightly nerdy cafe with a lot of delicious, tasteful beauties. Look at this. I know a lot of people who would love this place. Yeah, maybe I'll visit just to, be able to tell my friends I did it. But me personally, I'm not really that nerdy. I can be a little bit nerdy, but not that nerdy. But well, I guess ice cream, coffee tastes delicious every way. Now allow me to give you a proper gym tour. Really nice greetings. Got a towel. Now let's take a look around this place. I'm definitely gonna get some posing in here in this amazing lighting. Let's get them gains. It's raining like crazy, really loud. Now I'm going straight for this chest piece right here because it looks like other chest pieces that I've tried that I like a lot. So hopefully they will be moving in an angle towards the middle, allowing me to open up my chest good and then squeeze through all the way. So I'm gonna try this at a lower weight and then just adjust it until it feels really good. Man, these are separate as well. Okay, I like the movement pattern a lot. I like the fact that they are separate, but there is a certain, what do you call it, unsmoothness to it. I think it's just because the weight is too light. I think it's gonna go away, but there is, it's like, if I drop them like here, they're not gonna fall straight down. Or, I hope I explained that well. I'm gonna do a couple of warm-ups and increase the weight. But to be honest, this is like perfect alignment. It's perfect alignment. I don't need to adjust anything. Just need to increase the weight. You know some old school Smith machines? Did I start record? I have to check. Hell yeah, I'm recording. You know how some old Smith machines are like, if you drop them, they just boom, fall down, like immediately, just boom. Now some newer machines, some newer of the Smith machines, like at Nordic Wellness, if you drop it, it slowly sinks down, or maybe it even stops, you know. So there is this, like, I can't find the word, but you know, it's not free falling, right? It's a certain resistance through the movement, right? There is this kind of resistance to this movement as well, and in my opinion, the ones like the Smith machine that drops without any resistance, it just falls down. It's great for progressive overload, right? So it's easy to know either you get the rep or you don't get the rep, right? It's very clear. However, when there's more resistance to it, like this machine or like one of those Smith machines that there's resistance to the movement, right? They are great if you want to just burn the shit out of the muscle, right? So you can always, it's like you do a set of 15 and half of the reps are grinders, right? Because there's this resistance, so it's like you can grind out a lot of reps, but it's gonna burn like a motherfucker and you will never really reach failure. We'll see how this feels. I did 2 warm-up sets. So let's see if this weight is sufficient. Okay, it's a bit light, but it doesn't have the same amount of resistance now that the weight is heavier. I'm gonna go for a high rep count. So I'm not even counting, I'm just gonna continue until I get like 2 reps in reserve maybe. Oh, nice. All right, so let's bump up the weight. I know like there's this, like the training style most serious bodybuilders do now is the 2 sets per exercise. So they do 1 loading set or progressive overload set or whatever you want to call it, usually in between 5 and 8 reps. And they try to hit the PR and beat the record in the logbook. After that, they scale back the weight and they do a set with more reps, like maybe 8 to 12 or something. And I do like that model as well. So I do 2 sets per exercise. However, I usually do the higher rep set before the lower rep set. And some people may argue and get technical over it and so on. In my experience, it has not mattered. I have continued to grow and I even grow better now. And also my personal preference, I do a slightly higher rep. So my heavy set is probably 8 reps and my higher rep count is probably 15 to 20. Now, the reason I do it, this is for me, it's just that I feel like when I get that high rep set in, after that set I feel safe going with the heavier weights because I feel like everything is activated, the muscles are firing, I did a real work set, right? I know if something feels wrong with my joint, I will know, right? So I prefer to do that before I go with a heavier set. Now, if it's a movement pattern I'm really used to, it's different, right? If I do the same every week, I know, right? I can do the heavy set first, but usually at least for the first exercise. For the rest of the exercises I do, I may go with the heavier first. We'll see. Now let's see how this slightly heavier weight feels. Oh, it feels really good. Nice. Proper set of 12. So this looks a lot like a hammer strength piece. It says Black's Gym, so I guess they put their own brand on it. I don't know if I mean, it's a regular hammer strength, like in the way, the movement pattern and how it moves. So let's see. It's a slight incline, I think. Yeah, this is a nice incline. I'm sorry I set up the camera all shitty, but this is not a working set, so we'll change the camera angle. All right, let's see if this camera angle is better. I did like the seat height, so I'm not gonna change that. And I have 20 kgs on each side right now. So in my experience, if you want to target the upper chest, you cannot go too heavy. Because as soon as you go too heavy, the upper chest is like the weak link if you check across all angles. So the angle slightly downward, chest strong, right? Up, 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 you hit the upper chest, weaker, thinner muscle. And then comes the front delt, right? It's a stronger muscle. So it's like the weak link across these angles. And if you want to hit the chest properly, the upper chest, if you try to go too heavy, the stronger muscles are gonna jump in. So I usually go for the squeeze, let's put it that way, when I want to target my upper chest. And of course I bring it to failure. I try to bring it to failure regardless, but there is a mindset difference if we're going for the heavy weights or the squeeze. Wow, this is a real nice target away. This is nice. I'm gonna slightly adjust the seat. See, I lower the seat, which makes the handles go higher up. So, let's see how that feels. Yeah, there we have it. Now it's right on. Now it's perfectly right on. Let's increase the weight. That was too light. I just doubled the weight. So, now it's 40 kgs on each side. And doubling the weight, it means that I might make a fool out of myself now and not being able to move it. If I can't move it properly, I'm not gonna move it at all. So usually I see people go and take, and they can't move it, and then they just change the form and they move it, right? I don't do that. If I connect with the muscle, I find the stretch and the tension across my muscle, and then I fire. And either it moves or it doesn't move. I'm not gonna cheat the form. Now let's see how this feels. 40 kgs on each side. Oh, Jesus Christ, there we go. I felt connected to that one. It was a proper set. Now, the resistance curve. I often speak about the resistance curve. So, basically what I'm talking about when I speak about the resistance curve is where is the movement heavy and where is it light. So this one gets heavier the further you push. And also, typically, maybe different for different people and depending on which muscle and how developed you are and so on. But typically, the muscle gets weaker as you push. As it gets more and more shortened, the muscle gets weaker. So if the muscle gets weaker and the weights get heavier at the same time, it's not, let's call it technically optimal. It's not technically optimal. Now I think the reason why I bring it up, because in my opinion it says a lot about the movement, but it doesn't necessarily have to be good or bad. Because I do like this resistance curve because it allows you to squeeze through the movement in a different way. All right, so I changed the camera angle so that hopefully you will be able to see the upper pec, like the tension of the upper pec better. And also I took off a 10 from each side, so slightly lighter back of set. And even though it's lighter, I'm not gonna rush the set. I'm gonna allow the set to take its time so that I'm connected all the way through. So yeah, I went back to this piece because I feel like I want to get some more work in on my chest. And to be honest, There are more equipment here, but I just think this machine is the best. So I'm gonna do some more volume here. This is like I left the machine and I came back and it was the same settings and the same weight. So I'm just gonna go straight into it. I have no idea how many reps I got last time, but I'm just gonna go straight into it. I think it was 8 reps. Wasn't it 8? Oh, it was more. Let's rep this machine. Nice. That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more sets, but I won't film that. It's boring for you guys to see it all over again. It's not much, but it adds up. This is 80 grams, 90 grams, and 84 grams. So for me, this is 1 meal each. Can replace the carbohydrates from 1 meal each. Yesterday, I had my 720 grams of rice, like uncooked weight, and I had these 3 on top of that. So let's just say I was at a slight caloric surplus yesterday. Every time you try a new cable station, like a new rope push down, you go real easy with the weights because for some reason the weights are like a lot heavier in some cable stations than others. Oh no, it's the same thing with this one. There's this resistance to it. Man, I don't know if this will do. I will change some things around and increase the weight and see if I can work with it. So I don't typically do the bent over position. I prefer to stand up straight most of the time. Like I do all kinds of variations, but most of the time I like to stand up pretty straight and just fire through. Have a long range of motion, right? But if the rope, if I put it down, here it begins, right? For me, I need to get lower in order to feel the proper stretch. If I want more stretch, I can go up here. And even more so, just go around. And even more so, you allow it to go above your head, right, like this. And if you want even more stretch, you place this in a lower way, so the cable pulls like this. You can go have it above your head. Me personally, it's a little overkill for me. I prefer to work just about here. And yeah, I do all variations. I'm not gonna say I want to do one, but let's do a couple of reps here and then increase the weight and change to a slightly better camera angle. And man, is the lighting in here insane. I look crazy. I'm not this big in reality, just know that, guys. This is all good gym lighting. But man, do I appreciate this look. Looking crazy thick right now. Looking crazy thick. All right, let's hope this is good enough for a working set. Ooh, yes, it is. I don't like the resistance, like the stiffness to it, but I'm gonna have to work with it. Yeah, this was not so good, to be honest. I figured, why not just change to the bar and go heavy enough to the point where like the slight resistance in the machine doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna see if this makes it all better. Right now, my elbows aren't hurting, but they're letting me know that they would if I increase the weight. Yeah, that's it. I want to do more for the triceps, but I don't like the machine. I'll see, I'll figure something out. Now, if you're watching like influencers or YouTubers online, and you think to yourself that they are cheating with a good lighting and all the filters and everything, now I don't know about the other guys, but me, I'm for sure doing that shit. I'm sorry for all of you guys that train in gyms with bad lighting. In Sweden there was this new gym that opened, right? It's called NPC gym. It's Nordic Performance Gym. And the thing is that they pumped a lot of money into that thing. They did a really good job. That great equipment, everything, just fucking great. But they messed up the lighting in that gym so bad that you can walk around with 6% body fat in NPC gym and you look like you're like 15% body fat. Like the lighting in there is so freaking bad. And they have those, you know, those pattern on the, like the lamps are made out of like octagons or whatever they're called, right? So it looks real, like flashy and all, you know, but the lighting that actually hits you, it makes it look soft.
It's not a game, it's a rich.
Now, I've heard a lot of people argue that the most important thing in a gym is the equipment. So you can train properly with the best equipment, right? Now, I'm gonna argue that point, okay? So, for me, the most important thing is enjoying my workout, having a good time, right? And to be honest, for me, enjoying my workout, it's more important that the vibe and the mood in the gym is correct and proper compared to whether you have the best equipment or not. Because, I mean, I've been lifting weights for a long time. I can just pick something up and use it to target my muscle and make it grow. I mean, I don't need a fucking perfect rocket science machine, right? I can grow my muscles with regular gym equipment. I don't need it. However, if the lighting in the gym is good, that matters a lot to me. So, because the truth is that if I go in and I get the pump and I look myself in the mirror and I think, man, I got something going here, this looks good, right? I'm gonna enjoy my workout a lot more. So, for me, the lighting in the gym matters more so than if they have the best equipment. Of course, they gotta have decent equipment, right? But I mean, most gyms now have decent equipment. Let's get some curls in. Let's see if we can connect to that bicep. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I increased the weights by a couple of the small plates. I don't know how much. Oh, I increased with 5 kgs on each side. Did I forget to put on the... Yeah, I did. Oh, oh nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more set. You don't have to see that. Then we'll do a little pump check. After cheating for 2 days, my gut. I don't know if you can tell now, I'm holding it in, right? So I'm holding in my gut right now. Okay, if I let it out, this is me relaxed. This is me holding it in. So, and I've only had one meal today, so my gut will distend more over the day.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game.
That's water. I spilled. I spilled over for sure.
Have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working.
Can I try the machine?
Yes.
How do I do? Okay.
Yeah.
My socks as well.
Yeah.
So this measures body fat, right?
Yes.
What do you think my body fat is?
I think good. I think good.
You guess number?
Yeah.
8, 10,
8, 10.
12? What do you think? You can guess my body fat?
I think no. I think 8.
8.
8. Yeah.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. H.
2 meters.
See?
No, I'm just kidding. 171.
1, 7.
1.
1. 8.
30. Soon. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a male. Yeah.
Okay.
I hold this.
Yes.
Wish me luck.
You can.
I like the gym a lot.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, thank you.
Very good lighting as well. I look big. Thank you. Is this good?
Yeah. Okay. Finish.
Is it time to look at the results? All right, so my body fat measured at 7.4, which feels realistic, to be honest, because I did a different scan. Like, it looks very similar, but it was different. But I think it gave the same numbers. But when I did the machine before at HD Fitness, and I was depleted, so now I'm spilled, right? So I had a little bit too much of the nice munchies yesterday and the day before that, so I'm spilled, and it showed higher body fat. Maybe a week ago, I was depleted, and I did the same. When I was depleted, it showed like 2.4 or 3.2 or something like that, ridiculously low, which obviously is not true. It's not the case, right? This one showed 7.4, so it's more realistic that I'm about 7.4 body fat right now. Even though I think I might be slightly lower, but I'm spilled, so I don't know how that measures that, like how that affects the measurement. But if it brings me from 3 to 7, you know, approximately, for sure, the fact that I'm spilled shows that I have a higher body fat. Now I'm gonna get a grab because I don't feel like walking in the rain. After the grab, I will have a shower. I will have my post-workout meal, and then I'm gonna add some broccoli to that. And then after that, I will show you my new favorite candy. You're on YouTube now. So the grabs here are awesome, nice service, and they always arrive really fast, so you never have to wait. It arrives within 1 minute every time. It's really good, so I gotta appreciate that. I have never experienced the level of support that you guys have been giving me before. And I'm trying to find my words without starting to cry. And I'm trying to find the words to express my gratitude for all of the support you give me. Like, I don't know how to give back. And that's been like the theme the last two weeks or so, or ever since I left Sweden. I'm losing track because every day is an adventure. So regardless, I just want to express my gratitude and say thank you for all of your support, because I'm humbled. Let's try the candy. Here we have the sour worms, and I think this is kind of candy you can find anywhere in the world. However, when you have those in Sweden, those that are really, really sour, you know, that's here, right? This is like not that sour. It is sour, but just let me remind myself. It's like the you know the sour colas? So they are those hard, small, and then there are those bigger colas. Pretty much the same color. It is that taste. However, it's fresh. So it's not Like when you get to take, you know, choose different kinds and then you weigh it and pay for the weight, this is much better. Much better by far. Delicious. Now, I may just have to explain exactly the same thing that's true for these. Because these, I think most people have tried, but they are absolutely delicious when they're fresh. Because, of course, I've tried these before in Sweden, right? But it's not the same. It's not the same as when they're fresh. So what can I say? Delicious. Final ones. I will not make a fool of myself and try to read it out loud. Okay, so there are two colors. It's the red and the blue. And I'm gonna go with the blue for this one. Now these are a little bit tricky to open, right? So you need to pull it like this, but the can inside is sticky as well. So it's stuck to the sides like this, and you like it takes a little bit of skills to get the candy out the proper way without getting the stickiness all over your fingers. Look at this. Now these ones, for me, are actually a little bit of cheating, because the sugary ones, it's just sugar, right? So I can switch out my normal carbohydrates for the sugar. You know, it's not the distance isn't too far, right? It's okay. However, these actually contain, let's see, about 6 grams of fat per 100 grams. So it's not that bad. Like, let's say it's 5 grams for this whole. That's it. That's no problem, man. I can do 5 grams a day, 5 grams extra fat per day. Unfortunately, that's the way it's gonna stick to my ass and not stay in my muscle. Okay. I actually believe that the main thing across all of these is that they are actually fresh. Because if you get to choose the weight, they have been there for a while. Or let's not look into how long they've been there, because I don't think any one of us really wants to know that. Okay, but it makes a difference. Let me put it that way. Now, I have my list here. I make a list every day. I've done the reels. I did the edit for the video that came out before this one, and I just recorded this video, which I will edit tomorrow, find some sweet spots, make the reels, throw them up early on Instagram. So if you want to get the content a little bit earlier, you can go to Instagram, because I make the reels and I throw them out immediately. So YouTube, there's a delay, right? There's one thing I need to do. I need to contact the supplement company that I want to collaborate with. And thank you so much for showing your support and helping me make the decision to look for a supplement sponsor. Now, I'm gonna take my time with this one, because for me it's a relationship. I need to like the product, and everything needs to go well. So, I mean, I'm looking to find a partner, right? I'm looking to find a partner, and it will take the time it will take. I will be active and trying, but I will be a little bit, what do you call it, critical at first. So I may not join up with any company, and if it takes a little bit longer, it will take a little bit longer. Your support has helped me to be able to do this and not rush into a supplement contract, because you helped me with watching the videos. So now I feel less stressed. I want to get this done. I want to get started with a relationship and all of that. It's going to be good for everybody, right? But now I don't feel the same pressure because of you. You have been supporting me by watching my videos. So I appreciate that. I'm going to divide this candy up into 3 portions. That will be 3 meals, right? And I will try to drag it out. So stable blood sugar levels, running on sugar. And I will go get the coffee and drift away. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm signing out. Like Nick Strength and Power.